Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We are in the Hecate again doing some high-sec exploration. It's something I really like to do, as you may have noticed by all the amount of videos I make on this ship right here, but it is just an activity I really like a lot. And last time we got this kind of escalation for the Mare Sargassum. It's some kind of like rogue drone escalation after doing a desolate site. Now here's the thing, I was reading up a little bit on it, and it didn't actually seem to be as interesting as I thought. We're still going to try to run it, but it wasn't as interesting as I thought, because I was reading here and it says that you have like different parts. So you have to go and do like certain types of like go to different areas, and it's a bit like the Gris's hideout, which I did the escalation to that, like the soothsayer, at least the soothsayer escalation. I don't know if you guys remember that. But there is an escalation where you have to go to very many different locations, and it takes a lot of time. It is very boring having to travel so far. So it's not something I particularly liked. Maybe this rogue drone will not involve as much traveling, but there is going to at least be some form of traveling in this escalation if there are more parts of it that like continue to escalate, you could say. Because I think there's like a likelihood of getting like a second part of this escalation, and you have to travel a bit. So we are, at least right now, in the high-sec island and in the system of Endato. We're still in the high-sec island, and there are a lot of these refuges and dens. So I'm just going to clear out these refuges and dens, and then I'm going to see if we can get something good from here. If we get something good, like a 4 out of 10, or even maybe a 5 out of 10, who knows? We'll do that, or at least try to do that. Because I think that'll be a bit more interesting than going for this rogue drone site. It doesn't seem to be super interesting. But if we don't get anything good, then we'll go for this rogue drone site. I've never done this rogue drone site before. Who knows? Might be a good one. I mean, it said that you could get 10 to 200 million ISK from it. So I'm hoping for something decent. Maybe we could get some have luck be on our side, considering that we've been getting absolute trash luck recently from the 4 out of 10s, getting just these explosive shield hardeners and all that kind of stuff that's really, really useless. Like shields, they naturally have very high explosive resist, so you're very rarely going to want to patch that explosive hole anyway, or the explosive resist. But, I mean, you can sometimes get good stuff. The Python C-Type Multispectrum. 200 million ISK right there. So it's all about a dice roll. Roll enough dices, and eventually you'll get that 6, and you'll get that 6 to give you the good loot. Unfortunately, it's not been the case for me. It would be interesting to see a 5 out of 10 from a Gerster's Den. I think it was last week I was doing this off camera, and I did get a 5 out of 10. It was in low sec though, so I was not too happy on running it. I was thinking of maybe doing it in a rattlesnake if it wasn't high sec, because you can actually get it in high sec. That is a possibility. I think it also was it was in like I could have possibly used like a battleship of some sort, maybe even a Gila with like an NWD cloak trick maybe, but it was just too much time. The 5 out of 10s do take a bit of time to run, so you do have you will have to dedicate like probably an hour plus usually to travel there and actually do them. Maybe people who are really pro at running the 5 out of 10s will do them a lot quicker and be thinking like, oh, Aceface, you're such a noob. But for me, at least, in my experience of doing the 5 out of 10s, it has usually been the case of taking quite a bit of time. And that's why, like, when I've got a lot of stuff to do, usually these lower tier ones, like 4 out of 10s and lower, what I prefer to do, since it takes like very little time compared to the 5 out of 10s. So the 5 out of 10s are usually a big project for me, because they're usually quite far away. Sometimes in low sec, sometimes in high sec. Either the case, the transport there usually takes a long time. The site itself takes a long time to do, since it is a pretty hefty site. There's a lot of stuff to destroy there. I wanted to get one in high sec and do it in a rattlesnake. A rattlesnake would be very good, I think. I mean, even a marauder. I don't know if you can use marauders in it, but I'm pretty sure you can use a rattlesnake, and they'll just chew through it, like, absolutely destroy it. It'd be fun to use that. Poppity pop. Maybe even a Vindicator. That might be a good one as well. Go for this den over here. 5 out of 10. Will we get a 5 out of 10? Will we get some luck on our side? Yeah, 5 out of 10 in high sec. I find that the 5 out of 10 escalations, they tend to more often than the 4 out of 10s being low sec. It could just be coincidence, but in most of my experiences, it's been that they've been low sec. But I definitely have had some that have spawned in ice. I guess not an uncommon thing to see. Alright. Pop these guys. I've heard that people have been using jackdaws for 5 out of 10s. I think is I would never want to really run a jackdaw in a 5 out of 10. It would take absolutely forever. But it might be good because, on the other hand, I mean, it will take a long time, but at least you would be able to do damage all the time. I have done a 5 out of 10 in a rook, heavy assault missile rook in low sec. And I had like, I think 5 or 600, 700 DPS, something like that, but it was with heavy assault missiles. Heavy assault missiles have very short range, so if you have like a jackdaw with light missiles that you hit out far, you might be able to do them like in a decent amount of time because you're able to do damage all the time. It's not just going to be that you only do them sometimes. Has this guy got cool skin? Nah, he's got default skin. We can start shooting here and start shooting here. Destroy these sentry towers, they trigger the future waves. There we go. Pop, 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 pop. Come on, pop, 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 pop. There we go. But with an MWD cloak trick, I think that'd be a good option for the Gila. Use that to sort of get in and out of these low-sec gates easiest, because usually the low-sec gates are the highest threat level for you going through low-sec. That's where they can pop you. I mean, you can get a better idea if someone's going to hit you if you're going for... Oh, that other den was destroyed as well. That was quick. Maybe he ran it. Because Gilas are pretty fast at running dens, I think. So I think he might have actually gone through it. But nothing good, unfortunately. But the MWD cloak trick would be good. Like, if you get a gate cam, at least you could use that. So it might be a possibility to go with like a Gila to do the 5 out of 10s. You just have to keep an eye on the D-scan for combat scanner probes. Rapid light. Missile launcher. Put something like this. Maybe a drone damage amplifier. Something like this. Sometimes it's glitched that way, you can't see it. Put something like a 10 MN maybe. And then we could put a large, oh, there's a Guristas den here. We'll come up to that.
Warp drive active.
Large cap battery, Republic Fleet large cap battery, and we want to do Guristas. And that's a good resist type right here. So Kinetic, Shield, Hardener. Pith X type. We can maybe put two Pith X types. And then we put a multi-spectrum, Shield Hardener, and a medium shield booster. Something like that would be good, I think. Yeah, something like that might be good. Maybe even a shield boost amplifier. That could also be an option. And then we could put a cloaking device, Caldari Navy cloaking device. Got a bit of a CPU problem right here, and actually we could like obviously switch to a MWD when we're going to do travel fit and that kind of stuff. That could be an option. But it might be good to still have an MWD because like you won't have to worry about having to refit. Sometimes a low-sec system can have nothing in them. Like nothing to refit in. So perhaps something like this, you go with like a bling MWD. Oh, that's expensive. Corellium B-type. B-type maybe, like this. 60 CPU though. We'll need a lot of CPU. Okay, maybe remove this. Or maybe downgrade these. Pith X type, maybe. Gist, maybe. Kinetic Shield Hardener. Let's see now. Put maybe the B-type ones. Something like that. Okay, now we have some CPU to spare. Still not a lot. Cloaking devices, they are very known for like consuming a lot of CPU. And like, lock up these turrets over here. But something like this, perhaps. The Kinetic is really the most important one. We get through it very easily. Kinetic Shield Reinforcer. Maybe we could even put like a Solidify, maybe. Solidifiers will give us even more like shield boosting capabilities. Unfortunately, it doesn't give us like the good... See, the amount of Capacitor is not that great. But we could perhaps put like something like a Cap Recharger. Because that fits quite nicely here. See, without the MWD on, we are cap stable. So this could be maybe a possibility. Thermal damage could be amped up a little bit because we do have some thermal damage in the Guristas side. It's not a lot, but there is some thermal damage. So this could maybe be a possibility. I don't know. Something like that I would probably do if I were to go with a Gila to do them.
active.
If you guys have got any good like Gila fits recommendations for 5 out of 10 Zagoristas, let me know. I would appreciate that a lot. I've heard also people do passive ones or passive shields as well. But you need to use a lot of the low slots to get a lot of passive recharge, so I don't know. Maybe it could be good, maybe it's not so good. Could be safer though for PvP encounter. Someone were to attack you, I think the passive might be better because you would have a bigger buffer. Because usually if you were to in active, you would die very quickly because they're going to out DPS your active rep by such a big margin, so you would just melt instantly. But if you have the like buffer, you would still have some decent amount of buffer to maybe survive. You could fight back, you would be able to like get through that. So it might be an option there. But to get a good passive recharge, you would have to use low slots on these like shield power relays. And you would have less DPS, so that could be an issue as well. I've got very good Gila skills, so I would still be able to pack some DPS, even without a full low rack of DPS modules. Oh, you can see downtime is here soon. I keep missing downtime. Like, sometimes it just happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. Let's see if we're going to be able to complete this before downtime occurs. Fast, Hecate. Come on, Hecate, you can do it. Oh, I have to reload as well. Oh, no, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do this. We'll just keep fighting till the very end. Keep fighting till the very end. Yo, hopefully. Come on. Maybe this is the last wave we might be able to. 9 seconds. We're destroying their shields very quickly. The race against downtime. Come on, come on. Yep, yep, good. And there we go. Come on. Yes, almost. Pop, please. And pop here, please. Pop, pop, pop. No, now it's less than a second left there. We're probably not going to do this. Let's shoot these guys. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just shoot everything. Ah, unfortunately. I was thinking, because sometimes with downtime, it like keeps on going for a few seconds, even when it says server close. If we were to keep shooting everything, it might destroy it before it like fully closes, and we might get an escalation, but that's a little bit too much wishful thinking. So we're going to be returning here when the server has restarted. Alright, I'm back now. Downtime is just happened, and I just realized that when I spawned back in, there was like a double spawn, I think. I'm not sure if it is a double spawn, but there's a lot of NPCs here. And I think this can happen in downtime when you do like a site of some sort and you've partially completed it. Because it has at least happened with me when it comes to missions. So when you do a site partially, you don't finish the mission fully, then they'll respawn again NPCs in the same spot. So I think this den might have to be like continue to be done. We'll see here if that's the case. It seems like it. Look, there's quite a bit of NPCs spawning in. Can I just snipe the little frigates with this one we've got over here? Snipe him. Snipe! Look at like almost one-shot his shields. Just one of the railguns is that powerful. And shoot the two grouped of 2 ones. You've got 2 grouped of 2 ones here that can go for the cruisers. Take a little bit longer to do. Ooh, Dreadgrista's Killer. You know this Dreadgrista's Killer right here? This is an interesting ship. You know why? Because this is the first ever Dead Space module ship I got from this one. Like the first time I ever got no, not Dead Space. Like first time I ever got a faction module, it was from this Dreadgrista's Killer right here. I found a site in space. It was called like I think Abandoned Ruins or like something Desolate Ruins or something with ruins at least. Oh, we got like more NPCs. Yeah, see, this is what I mean by double spawn right here. And then what happened was that it spawned a Dreadgrista's Killer. It looks like a caracal. That's how I recognize it. And it dropped like I think a 70 million shield boost. I think it was a Dreadgrista's large shield booster or Dreadgrista's something at least. The point is it was worth 70 million. And this is, I'm talking when I just started out. I was using a Caldari alpha clone. So this was before I even made this account. This was a very long time ago. I was just using a Caldari alpha clone, trying to try out stuff, see how it goes with Caldari stuff, and I just found it's like, what, 70 million? That was like 10 times my whole net worth. I was just so happy to see that. I think I was using a destroyer, or a Decorax perhaps, or maybe even a frigate like a Kestrel. It was quite fun to see. So let's see if we can be rewarded again with the same ship I encountered. I think it was like 4 or 5, no, probably even 6 years ago. See what we get here. It just shows how there's things that are constant in EVE Online. The stuff that's the same even though it's been many years. Good stuff, come on. Oh my god, yes. Oof. Look at that drop. Oh my god, that's so good right there. Don't need to care too much about this, but wow. This one is even a pretty good one, the EM shield amplifier, but this one, oh my gosh. That is spicy, as they say. As I say. Let's hope we don't get gate cam now. That'll be very unfortunate. I'll go to Nonni, and we'll do that cool, well, not so cool, what apparently seemed to be not so cool, that drone escalation, the one where we'll have to move around a bit. That was really lucky right there. I mean, this is the stuff I think that's pretty cool with the high-sec exploration, is sometimes you can get these lucky drops of some random thing, like a lucky escalation or just a lucky faction spawn that turns out to be really great. Dready Garista's killer. I always seem to have been like, now this is just the second one I ever encountered, so obviously it's not a good sample size, but it is fun to see that the ship that I got really good loot from before yet again gives me good loot. I think there's like certain tiers of commanders in EVE Online, because in, for example, Nullsec, there's probably higher tier commanders there. You get battleships, etc. Dread Garistas. They almost always give good stuff. The frigate destroyer ones I find in refuges, hideaways, almost always crap. So it must be some sort of like tier list. Dread Garista's killer, I assume, is on a pretty high on the tier list of commanders that give good loot. Or it could just be that we're lucky. It always could be so we're lucky. We've got some of these filaments right here as a daily login reward. Okay, let's go to this site. See if we get something good. Let's try to do this quickly, because I don't want to have to spend too much time traveling around. That's what seems to be the main thing with this. We'll just go and try to blitz this quickly, and then we'll warp fast to the next escalation, if we do even get one. Like, the thing is, I don't even know, because you can say there's like part 1, and then you can sometimes get an escalation that you get like part 2. And this is what will be apparently like good, I think, or no. Let's see, part 3, you can get Ascension here. And part 4, you can get this one on cruisers. You get T2 salvage, apparently. And let's see, now each part is a riot which can be killed. We'll drop T2 salvage and rogue drone component chip. Okay, well, we'll do this here. Hopefully it'll go smoothly. Pop, 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 pop. Come on, pop, pop, pop. We have to go in sharpshooter, because we're not doing much damage here. It's a bit annoying we're in the Triglavian minor victory system. So, oh, we got this right here. Did we destroy the Sentient? Was there a Sentient? Yeah, look, we destroyed it straight away. We'll go and see if we can get something good from this guy. And we'll continue to pop these other NPCs that are trying to get in range now. But we got another escalation, so that's good, I guess. Let's see, hopefully not far away. Yes, that's great, not so far away. In high sec as well. Because apparently the last part can be in low sec. That'll be quite interesting to see. We're going pretty slowly because we're getting like warp scrambled by all these guys. Oh, these guys seem to be elite frigates even, I think, as well. Need to start focus firing a bit, because they've got a lot more tank, these guys. It reminds me a lot of that Soothsayer Garissa's escalation. If you guys you can watch a video where I got like 100 million ISK loot not so long ago I posted. Then it was similar to this, where you encounter some elite frigates and the Dread Garistas, and you can sometimes get good stuff from the Dread Garistas over here, but the final one is like, you have to go to different parts. So that seems to be what we're doing now. Okay, we're not even able to shoot this guy because of how he's out tracking us. We'll go for the Javelin. Javelin is the high tracking weaponry. So this is where now an example of where railguns would be very bad and blasters would be better. Because here we're having hard times tracking these guys because they're very close. They're not able. They're going so fast we can't even hit them properly. In fact, I don't understand how I'm even going to get out of this, because we're not even able to. Luckily we're able to tank this, but it seems like it's not at all going good how like these guys are able to out-track us to a massive degree. Can we shoot anything here? Come on, we're 150 tracking. We should be able to at least hit it. Do we have tracking speed script? Oh, I was stupid to not put tracking speed scripts. I thought I would have never needed it because I'm using railguns, but oh, it seems like we might be a little bit screwed here. What exactly are we going to do? Let's try going for these destroyers, maybe. They're warp scrambled as well. What the heck is this? Warp scrambled? And we can't track them? Like, how are we not able to track them? We've got 150 tracking. I think we should be able to track at least something. Perhaps if we log in, log out, maybe there's some trick we can do with logging in and logging out. Otherwise, we might have to just sort of try to pull range, I think. Oh yeah, I know what we can do. We can unequip these tracking range scripts, because they will give us at least a partial amount of tracking as well. So let's unload to cargo, unload to cargo. Look, now we'll get some degree of tracking. Now we are able to hit. Okay, that's great. Oh, that was great. Yeah, I thought we were not going to be able to hit them at all, but it seems like we're at least able to hit something. If we go with these here now, we're not able to hit so much. Keep range, like 10 kilometers, something like that. I'm going to just click the keep range button here. Try shooting. I mean, come on now. We've got 190 tracking. We should be able to hit. People who use blaster Hecates are probably going to be face palming at me right now. But just come on, man. Use blasters. I really didn't expect this. Otherwise, what I would have probably done here is focused on these like little frigates initially, because we would have had an easier time taking them out in the beginning, where they were further away. And also, I would have probably put a tracking speed script here. At least we learned this. We learned something new here. I'm really, really lucky that we were able to tank these guys right here. We're not able to do anything. I can't believe it. How are we not able to track these guys? 190 tracking. That's really a lot of tracking, isn't it? Am I doing something wrong here? This is quite cringe. Let's try logging out. This is ridiculous. Oh, we're still scrammed here. Come on. Can you please just blast these guys to pieces, Hecate, please? We got a hit right there, I think. The thing is, we're webbed as well, so we can't pull range. That's the problem here. Do we have enough ammo? Because I don't want to run out of ammo here. Oh, okay, we managed to destroy one of those guys. So I guess the more people we destroy, the easier this will turn out to be. Because the less webs we'll have, the easier we'll be having that time keeping range. We're just going to have to really pull range these guys and do tiny little grazing shots right here. Oh, this is pathetic, actually. Let's see, I've got tracking speed script in system. We have one Litura. Add a waypoint right here. We can optimize the route, so we just buy this. You can even just buy 2 of these right here straight away. Seems like we're going to be able to get through him just really, really slowly. Really, really slowly. This just feels so cringe right here. Look at this. These little frigates who just die really fast, but I can't track them somehow. Like, this ship has a bonus to tracking as well. Tracking speed. And I've got motion projection 005 implant as well. Oh my gosh. I think what I could do is also that there's something you can wait, like log out and wait 10 minutes and then it'll despawn or something. I don't know. I think I'll get through these guys before 10 minutes has elapsed. No. I'm really also lucky that these guys don't have a lot of reps, because if they had reps, they would be able to out-rep me a lot, because I'm hardly doing any damage to them. Now we're going a little bit quicker. You see 130. It'll be a bit easier now. Maybe we'll pull some more range, perhaps. Oh, there's only 2 of them are scramming me. So you can try taking out the 2 that's scramming me, actually. Focus on these guys. Is only this guy scramming me? It's also this guy. This is really pathetic right here, it feels like. Maybe if we approach, perhaps? We try to establish some transversal by approaching. I don't know if we'll maybe bump him a bit. Perhaps that might help. I hope we don't run out of ammunition. We've got a lot of ammunition though. Okay, I got angular 0.2. You want to lower this a bit. Pull range, will that lower it a bit? 0.2 something. Keep shooting this guy. Ah, this doesn't seem. It's just they've got complete control over their range. They're able to web me. They're able to. They're not even going particularly fast. It's just that they. Oh wait, maybe if we're going propulsion mode, we might be able to go a bit quicker. Oh, never mind. The Hecate doesn't get a bonus to speed from the speed mode. It's only to NWD. It seems like, so it'll just be overall better to go with. The sharpshooter mode, it seems like. Like, seriously, we're going through a whole clip of this ammunition and we're able to do like 1 grazing hit, it feels like. It is mega cringe right here, but we're able to hit something. Oh, look at that. We're able to hit some decent damage right there. You saw that for a brief second? I was able to hit something. Look, they're going suddenly at low transversal. Maybe, you know what we could also do? We can maybe go in this these like structures over here. Because then they'll be like bumped. They'll bump into the structures. Like here, see how desperate measures I'm having to go now. I'm going to try going to this bunker. And then maybe, hopefully, we will be able to like, get these guys to slow down a bit, then we'll be able to take them out. Take out this destroyers. Instantly melts. Oh, a silverfish algae over here. Come on. He's another NPC right here. Seriously. Try to take out this guy before he gets in range. It'll be very annoying to see him kite as well. Or not kite, out, get under my guns. So if we try clicking in the direction maybe, away like this sort of. If we sort of go in the opposite direction he's moving. Will that help maybe? We just have to get lucky really. We just have to get lucky. I'm very lucky that I was able to put these tracking computers to be able to deal with this. I mean, we're using Javelin, the high tracking ammo type, and still you've got problems. And he's even regenerating his shields as well. Come on now. We're soon in these structures right here. This is so cringe. I wanted to just like quickly get this done with so we can go to the next site that's 6 jumps away, but just we're stuck here because of these bloody cringe frigates. Oh my gosh, this is, I don't even have this big of a problems in the Abyss. Like, my Confessor has worse tracking than this. Oh, that finally get him now. That we're able to pull a little bit more range, 150 kilometers. Maybe we'll be able to hit him now. Barely. If we're able to just destroy one of these warp scrambling, that'll be a lot easier. We just warp out. We don't even have to even bother with this. So this is Strain, Infestor, Alvi. Those are like #1 priority targets, it seems like. Okay, let's see now. We try to get these guys to bump onto something, and then hopefully they'll slow down. And hopefully we'll be able to shoot them. There we go. Got some hits right there. Maybe. Come on. Bump, please. Bumpity bump. Bumpity bump. Come on. Bumpity bump. They're not even bumping, it seems. They're smart, these rogue drones. We're getting some hits, I think, but not that much. There we go. Finally. Okay, we're going to get the heck out of here. This is so cringe. I spent almost 10 minutes trying to take out these little frigates right here. I'm gonna have to buy these, get these tracking speed scripts that I bought here. Important. There we go. Tracking speed scripts in. We'll go to Akunoinen. So we'd have 230 tracking with the tracking speed scripts in. Okay, we're here in the second escalation place. Let's see if there's anything here. There's a lot of cosmic signatures actually. Quite surprising. Make sure we take out those Hunter Alvi guys. Silverfish Alvi perhaps. Just gonna pull range here. Oh, I think it's the Render Alvi maybe. Just take out all these frigates. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. Take the sharpshooter and pop all these frigates. Because I do not want the same thing to happen again. So there's the destroyer. Here's the like trigger, I think. If you destroy this destroyer, then you trigger the next escalation. I think that's how it works. There don't seem to be as many of these frigates, though. There seem to mainly be destroyers here. That's, I guess, good. The combat site. I wonder what kind of combat site this is. There we go. We've got another escalation, seems like. Litiura. Great. Are these a Hunter Alvi, maybe? Let me take out these guys, because I do not want them to get close. I think these might be the same people. Not sure. Yeah, I think these Hunter Alvis are similar to, because they seem to be taking a long time to take out. Haunted Yard, nah. I'm not used to them being particularly good. I think it's another variant of a rogue drone site. Silverfish Alvi. Okay, now we're going to make our way towards the Sentient over here. In case he drops some good loot, because he can apparently drop some good loot sometimes. 2 Garista's dens in here. I'm going to try to go to the next part of the escalation, because this will take a bit of time to run these dens. I mean, who knows, we could maybe even get some kind of really good like drop, but I want to see what kind of stuff we can get from the finishing this full escalation. There's a combat site here as well. I wonder what this is. Only 1 million worth of that kind of rogue drone components. I'll go just scan this down. If there's nothing interesting, we'll just continue on. Rogue drone asteroid. Nah, it's quite bad. Let's go to the next system. Alright, we're here in Litiura again, the Triglavian Minor Victory System. Let's see if this third part of this escalation goes decently well. I wonder if we'll get any of those scrubby elite frigates. Strain Splinter Alvi, I think, might be this guy. Either way, we're going to go for this guy first, I think. Full range, quick before they get in close. Grazing shot already. Yeah, I think this is the same kind of guy. Come on, take him out. Yeah, great. Okay, take out this guy. Popped. And this guy popped. I think it's alright. These frigates here, I think, are standard frigates. It's just this, like, strain ones that have got, like, special attributes that they seem to be, like, more HP and a lot faster. Whoa! We took some big hits right there. That was a lot of damage suddenly. It felt like we took, like, a lot of damage for these little frigates I'm not used to. All these little destroyed. Ooh. I have to be quick here. I just don't want to get wrecked, actually. Hopefully it goes good. We don't get popped. Let's see now. Where's this sentient one? Yeah, we're taking some big hits from these destroyers, I think. I think they got big volleys because their damage over time didn't seem to be that good, but the volleys were a lot bigger than anything I see from these typical NPCs in high sec. Like 80, 90. That's pretty big for these like high sec destroyers. I think they got some kind of maybe like railguns or some kind of high volley weaponry. They're doing also explosive damage. We have low explosive resistance as well, so that could also contribute to the high damage as well. Go here. Where's the next escalation? In low sec. Can we go for a safer one? Is 20 jumps away. Ah. Drone components, 4 million. Ooh. Let's go for shorter, and we're going to have to risk it for the biscuit. Let's see if we've got any... We've got any, like, clone bays here, just to switch my clone bay. No structures here. What about here? Structures. Is there a clone bay here? 300k ISK. Okay, we'll add this one. And optimize route. There we go. Do something like this. We'll go here. And hopefully we won't get popped on the way here. We'll even do an Eve gate cam check. Can we do that? Litiura to Aldranet. There we go. Check. Nothing here. Okay, good. It's also after downtime, so I'm guessing that, like, just generally speaking, activity won't be that great either. Okay, so we're here in this clone bay right here. So I'm going to change my clone out of training implants to blank clone. And then also I'll put my explosive loot here. That'll be a good idea. That 150 million ISK rapid light missile launcher is something I wouldn't want to lose. It means worth more than my whole ship right here. Okay, keep the... This is alright. This is alright. Keep the ammunition. Oh, we're not running out of ammunition. The Caldari Navy. Look, it's not so much ammunition left. Okay, this is good. So hopefully you don't get popped here. See this escalation? It's got quite a lot of low sec systems on the way here. But hopefully we'll pull through because the Hecate has the good insta aligning. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm looking here on like the website and it seems that we have some elite frigates. We just want to make sure we knock out these guys straight away. Don't want to have the same issues before. It would be nice to probably put a bigger tank while we're going through low sec, because I mean we could get potentially smart bombed. That would be unfortunate. If we would put like a big shields, we could, you know, have a big buffer tank and be able to survive smart bombs. Because there's a lot of low sec systems we're going past. Look, there are a lot of people who've been popped here. That didn't look so nice. Maybe there are people salvaging those frigates or something. Like those destroyed. There's Elite Rex I saw on the gate. Seems to be activity here because we've got like factional warfare. Hopefully we don't get caught. I've got a good internet connection, so hopefully we'll be like getting past the server ticks and being able to not get it popped. There's not so many people here, that's alright. It was only in that first system it seemed like there were people there. Maybe there'll be more when we go deep into LowSec, who knows. I'm not someone who frequently goes to LowSec. Is it just me, or do LowSec systems tend to have a bit more of an orange tint to their suns? I feel like, or at least they feel a little bit different in terms of the skybox. Maybe it's just the way they've like sort of placed them in a certain area of space, the LowSec system, so they look a little bit different. Just so great, the Hecate, I don't know, I guess this free Insta line, like this is just for free, it just gets like that. It's a big luxury this ship gets. That was a very long jump right there. 140 AU. Look how far we were away. Autothizian Lance. Oh, a lot of them. Drifters going crazy here. Maybe someone's been attacking them, so they're spawning in more. Have we got anything here? 3 people in, 2 people in system. Shuttle. Probably a scout. Hopefully we don't have too many pirates. Is it possible to insure this ship for a good price? I know Tech 2 ships tend to insure a bit better than Tech 1 ships. I wonder how it's the case with Tech 3 ships. Maybe they insure even better. Oix. Strange name, Oix. C and X after each other looks a bit strange. And only 2 more jumps and we're soon there. Seems like we've made it. Almost. Look at that skybox. It looks epic. I think this is what they call Cloud Ring. There's like a ring that looks like a... Oh, the cloud that looks like a ring. That's what they call that background over there. Oh, there's more people here. Look how cool that skybox looks like. It looks really cool. Cloud Ring. Like, look at like a ring right there. Alright, no one's even in here. That's good. You can just do the escalation straight away. But, sharpshooter mode. Feel a little bit dangerous going through so many low-sec systems to get to this escalation, but it seems to work well as long as there are no smart bombs. It might even be worth it to just go with like a hybrid type of Hecate that's made specifically for low-sec that has like a good buffer. You get through big gate camps, or maybe even have the ability of like refitting. Oh, I forgot about these guys. I need to take out these guys quick. This guy is going to get under my gun. Strange Splinter Albius, the guy. I don't want to allow them to get close. Drone holes over here. Can you get something good from these guys? See now, drone hold. Lootable cans may contain drone alloys. Let's go and see if there's anything in here. Drone hold. Those lootable. Why is drone alloys worth a lot? Keep the D-scan going on because there's some guy here. Low security status as well. Must be attacking a lot of people. I don't think we need to lock these guys up. We can just go for these cans straight away. Caracal Navy. Alright, nothing here. What about here? Seems like there's a timed wave, so we have to wait here for a bit of time. Okay, there's Binny turning its all station to hive. Ooh. We've got another escalation? Oh, no more escalations. It says that we're supposed to get this reinforcement wave, so I'm guessing we just have to wait a bit for this timed completion. We got this completion like message here, but I think we just wait a little bit and then we might get the completion message, hopefully. Yeah, it says here that you get a completion mark when you open some of these cans. Just have to wait a bit. There we go. Nothing in here. It doesn't seem like we've got anything. Okay, we'll go for the frigates. Just don't want to get them. Okay, we've got that boss over there. Hopefully get something good. Please be something good. This will bet to be worth it. All the time we've spent to try to get this escalation, and imagine if it gives nothing. Bit unfortunate, but hopefully be a bit of an optimist here. We can go with Javelin actually, since all these guys are going to be really close. Be a bit better tracking. Get some big hits going on. There we go. Look at that. Big hits. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we'll go towards this boss over here, Mining Overseer. I'm going to go for this boss last, just so I can save the best for last. We take out all these NPCs. Oh, we need to activate our armor repair. Don't forget about that. Can even use the tracking speed script now. Now that we are very close, we can use the tracking speed script. Oh, this is now a little bit out of range, this guy. Okay, we'll take out the boss now. Give good loot, please. Give good loot, please. I wonder what it'll give. Some of these chips, you can get a very good chip, apparently. Because we didn't get anything from those sentient guys. Again, that's like 4 million. We got the rogue drone parts. Otherwise, it's not been that great. Hopefully something good. What do we have here? 1 million. Oh. Well, that's some nice salvage, it looks like, but 1 million is not the best, it seems like. I guess we could perhaps salvage this. Maybe they can get Tech 2 salvage. They say you can get Tech 2 salvage from this guy over here. Tech 2 salvage. Yeah, that's only where he drops. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we got much here. So all that was sort of for nothing. But I guess it was at least a little bit of an adventure right here. I'm going to make my way out of low sec. Let's see if we can get back to the clone bay without getting popped. It'll be a bit unfortunate if that happens. Will I survive? Hopefully I will. I mean, we've got Insta-Align, but I think there's some people who, like, if they live very close to the EVE server in, like, London, and they have, like, really high scan resolution, then sometimes they are able to lock this stuff up. I've heard that is a possibility. But for the most part, we'll be safe with the Insta-Aligning that we've got right here. Because it's just so great. We get that instant sub 2-second align time for completely free from this Hecate hull. Alright, so now I've come back to the clone bay. Finally finished this escalation. Got crap loot. But you still got the good loot from the other sides. So at least you came back home with something. Changed my clone to my more expensive training clone. And back in my cool Hecate. So anyway, that's how it can be sometimes. Sometimes it can be a little bit disappointing in escalations when you spend a lot of time. Sometimes in high sec, when you spend a little bit of time, can give you so much ISK. It really depends a lot. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.